Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Will at Fintelics. Hope everything's going great with you. I know it's going great with you because I can sense the vibrant facial expression just through the screen. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Anyways, I'm here with our partner from OneLedger, Ali. You want to say hi to everyone?
How's it going, guys?
Today we're going to talk about OneLedger and what does OneLedger do, some of the nuances and challenges that they're working through, and why are they disrupting the blockchain industry. Just a little bit of background about Fintelics. We're an emerging technology solution firm. We try to bring out the best and try to adopt some of the best practices for ABCDEF. That's AI, blockchain, cloud computing, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You can look it up on our website. And what about you, man? What is OneLedger? What do you guys do?
So OneLedger is actually a blockchain protocol company. We actually started off with a solution that was prototyped for atomic swaps. We took that and we streamlined it into something that we want to do for interoperability.
Right. By the way, you want to speak into the mic. Actually, it's not functional. It's just here for kicks, declaration purposes.
So basically, we took it into a streamlined solution for interoperability, and then from there, right now, we're in the midst of actually releasing our mainnet at the end of April. In addition to that, we have other products on the market, Blockchain Explorer. We brought a wallet to market. We're currently beta testing that in April. And so basically, kind of an all-around shop for blockchain. Really, we're trying to also enter in the enterprise space where we're working on a couple of POCs with regards to real estate as well as supply chain EDI.
Oh, cool. So you guys are more like enterprise consortium chain, 3.0 type of blockchain. You guys are everything.
Yeah, so we're really playing in the space where we're trying to marry the private and public chains together, both from, like I said, interoperability and connectivity of offline data sources into blockchain, but as well as being able to interact between blockchains. So, I mean, there's a lot of different spaces that we can operate in. Currently, we're trying to focus on releasing our mainnet, and obviously we have the two POCs that we're trying to work with. But aside from that, eventually we're going to try
Hold
and
on,
go
just for
into
some of the maybe like non-technical viewers out there. What is POC?
It's basically a proof of concept. So what you're trying to do is build out a full end-to-end process where you can show that, from one source to another source, you can actually do a data transfer. So in the case of something like supply chain EDI,
right,
what we're trying to do is have one business operate with another business in the sense of being able to send purchase orders and invoices, and
right,
showing that entire flow end-to-end from one ERP system to another ERP system.
Now, what distinguishes you guys away from some of the other existing solutions, like for instance, Hyperledger Fabric, let's say? You mentioned that the public-private chain kind of interoperability, which I don't think Hyperledger Fabric focused on. No. Is that the main kind of difference?
So that's one of the differences. The other thing is the tokenization, right? So being able to have a digital asset representation within the chain, that Hyperledger doesn't have that. It's more data-based, like based on information, than it is based on an actual token or an object. That comes through the network. Okay. So that, and obviously the interconnectivity of blockchains.
No, there is also other differences. For instance, like Hyperledger Fabric kind of has this consortium architecture where they have different trusted party becoming part of the organizations that form the consortium.
That's definitely something that we're trying to implement on our end as well. Okay. So when you're thinking about even supply chain EDI or the real estate POCs that we're looking at, it's about bringing together multiple different organizations in a consortium chain.
Okay. So you guys are trying to do that. Have you found any success in terms of like onboarding, let's say, different organizations and business entities and having them joining the party? Have fun.
So on the public side, some of that stuff is going on for our mainnet release. Definitely on the POC side, some stuff we can't necessarily talk about with regards to that. But yeah, it's not.
What can you talk about? What can you talk about it, man?
Yeah, so we will definitely have other organizations coming on as validators, which are nodes that are basically like, if you're thinking about the Bitcoin chain, they're miners. Right. But because we're proof of stake, they're actually doing the work.
Anything exclusive? Anything that's kind of hidden but not, like something that can get some people hyped up for? That you can't disclose right now?
It's something we started disclosing. I don't know if we want to talk about a little bit more about OLPay and what we're doing in the payment streams. Are you good with that? I'm looking at my marketing guy. Yeah, so I mean, like there's stuff that's also happening on that front.
Something related to payment, something that's very exciting, that's disruptive.
Right.
Well, we're not going to give away too much detail, but something related to payment.
So yeah, definitely something related to payment. We did give a little bit of details on our Telegram channel, so if you haven't follow our Telegram channel, come on that as well.
Don't
When
worry,
you-
man.
when you-
Shameless plug is always encouraged. Okay? All right.
When the idea is when you have a blockchain that's publicly facing,
Mhm.
right? You need to have applications for people to have utility of the token,
For sure.
right?
Yeah.
And so some of those things that we're doing with regards to the wallet, we've done a domain management system.
Sure.
So you'd be able to buy domains and try to start building an identity both on the enterprise side as well as an individual person. But that being said, once you do that, there wasn't much else that we would be doing in the utility space until this payment solution started coming out. And so we started building towards saying, okay, we have interoperability where you have Ethereum and we're working with other different chains to bring on board. Now, what if we want the usage of that coin through our network?
Right.
So payments was a direct component that we could start building out. So the idea is to be able to give e-commerce and charitable organizations a method to actually accept cryptocurrency via our network through our interoperability solution. And so that's kind of the next step once we really start making it.
Now, one thing I really liked how you guys position yourself in the market is that you were saying you're a protocol company. You're very agnostic to different types of public chain. You're not trying to compete with them. You're very agnostic to the business model. You mentioned e-commerce, supply chain, different use cases. So I think that's very unique. We haven't seen a lot of companies who try to do that. A lot of companies just say, oh, we're going to build a public chain. All the companies are like, we're trying to build interoperable chain. We're trying to build a DEX. You know, like a lot of the buzzword out there, but at the end of the day, nothing really gets down. Whereas you're trying to kind of hash out some of the protocols and try to essentially build use cases on top of that, and build utilities on top of that.
And that's where the challenge is, right? So basically building something that's actually interoperable, it's very, very, very complex. First, blockchain itself is probably one of the most complex problems in comp sci. You would know because you're ABCDE, right? Right?
What I know, what is,
Right?
Why am I here? Why am I? I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, like, being able to operate a blockchain or build a blockchain that has the capability of being able to have servers speak to each other, that's one thing. Now, taking that one step further and being able to talk to different blockchains is a different complexity problem in itself. So we focused a lot on that protocol side. Now that we have solutions coming to market and our mainnet's happening, now we want to kind of go one layer up and start looking at those applications and taking for like a use case based approach, right, to it.